Up Comedy. My name is Bryce Moore, and I'll be your comedian. One week at work, I was told by my supervisor to go and help this guy to move these trash buggies and empty them into the trash compactor. Okay, well, this is on a Thursday and Friday, so when I got there on Thursday morning, the guy that I was going to work with, we'll call him Jack, he was already in this vehicle, and he had one of them hooked up to the thing. The vehicle, though, is called a Kubota, and it felt like one of those Call of Duty missions where you hop into a tank or a helicopter or a really cool vehicle for like one mission in the game, and then you never do it again, except minus all the excitement and the fun, you know? Anyway, though, this one big friggin' buggy, it's huge and it's hard to move. We have to take it over to the football stadium on campus and leave it there. So we get there and we get it unhooked and we're trying to move it. And it's such a struggle. I've never even messed with this kind of stuff before. I don't know what I'm looking at. And he finally stops though and he says, "Now I can't do this by myself. If you can't help me, we're going to have to find somebody else who can. Now can you help me with this?" I'm going to try. We finished that and then we went to go and refuel the Kubota. "Take off that cap over there." So I'm down here on my knees at the side of the Kubota looking at this big circular thing thinking, that looks like a cap. So I go for it and it won't unscrew, it won't budge or anything, man. I don't know what's going on. And meanwhile, Jack's behind me going, "The gas cap, the gas cap." And I'm down here and I can't see what he's pointing at. But then I figured out the gas cap is over here on the side under this little flap right where I can't see it. Well, we get the Kubota refueled, then we went to find a buggy that actually had to be dumped and trash compacted. And he tells me to hook it up to the Kubota, so I did. And then we go over to the trash compactor, and then he goes, "All right, what you got to do is hook that buggy up on them arms." Me? What are you going to do? "Well, I'm going to stand over here and watch." So as it turns out, you can steer this great big buggy with the arm that connects to the trailer hitch, right? The only issue now is that it's too tall for me to look over it and see where I'm going, and it's way too wide for me to look around without steering it off track. In fact, when I tried, I actually dropped the arm that I was holding, and it bounced off my knee, landed on my foot. And then we had to repeat this process for about 2 hours. And then, as I was going to hook up my third buggy for the day, Jack stops me, calls me to a full halt, and he goes, "Hey, be careful now. Don't get your fingers caught in there. You could really hurt yourself." See, I'm all about safety. I always say, safety first. Let's review. If you can't help me, we'll find somebody else. The gas cap. Hook that buggy up. Put it on them arms. Safety first. Now, if my math is correct, safety came in fifth. I may not be the brightest tool in the crayon box, but by God, I can count to one. He wants to talk about safety first. Tell that to my fractured foot! I ended up mentioning to this guy that I do YouTube and TikTok, and I do stand-up on these things. And then on the Friday morning, he told me that he actually watched one of my videos. I didn't think it was that funny. Say psych right now. I asked him which one he watched. He said, "The one where you did your stand-up." Well, gee, thanks, Jack. That really narrows it down. And this is one of the first things he said to me this day. "Good morning, Bryce. You're not that funny." That's fair. "Hey, man, you got a pair of scissors?" "Man, what you need a pair of scissors for?" "Oh, nothing major. Just gonna slit my wrists." I can't worry too much about it, though. After all, this is the same guy who tried to argue with me that the word silent does have a silent letter. One of these is silent. I'm sorry. What? God is my witness. This man said SIELENT. Y'all, never in my life did I imagine there would ever be any minimum education requirement to understand my material. But apparently, I was mistaken. I guess I need to add third grade spelling as a prerequisite. That's it for this episode of Bammed Up Comedy. Thank you so very much for watching. God bless you. Hope you found it funny. I'll see you again next time.